the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Pollard again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tell me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Now it's Peterson. And he'll get this up past the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hurts. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 24, Murray. That's complete to McBride. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's okay there. They didn't get a hold on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get the first down. Son Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time. Tackled on the play by Cameron Thomas. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Fielded at the 33. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One of the excellent points on the board when this drive is over.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. That'll be complete to Sermon. It's like a freight train. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Three yards remain for second down. Throwing now is Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Pollard going to try the right side. Down to about the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. He finds his man complete. That's McBride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Murray now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 15 seconds left.
Because we just saw a breakout on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Prater's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
They'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
But first down, Hurts.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
They go play action with Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A give running left. It's Sanders. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. This is taken in by McBride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a give here to Pollard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 32. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Back to throw. Murray. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
They toss this out right to Gainwell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Brandon, when the defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Sermon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
go!
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Sermon is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
This will be caught by Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be tackled right on the 10. Well short of 1st down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Okay, break.
And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee.
Let's go.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory.